to Upton Park in London's East End for West Ham United against Liverpool in the Barclaycard English Premier League. And Glenn Roeder is forced to make two changes from the side that beat Blackburn here on Wednesday. Steve Lomas is suspended and Ian Pearce is ill, so in come Trevor Sinclair and Christian Daly. Veteran Nigel Winterburn keeps his place despite the signing of Rufus Brevett from Fulham. He's on the bench, along with Freddie Canute and Jermaine Defoe, who came on to score the winner in midweek. David James faces his former club. He spent 7 years at Anfield. Well, the Hammers have the worst defence in the Premier League with a whopping 48 goals conceded. Daly and Repka aren't exactly fans' favourites here. 20-year-old Glenn Johnson gets another run out at right back. Left back Winterburn is almost double Johnson's age. Di Canio will be a free spirit as usual. There's no shortage of quality around with the likes of him and Bowyer and Carrick and Cole. Les Ferdinand spearheads the attack after crossing London to join West Ham from Spurs. Well, the big news from the Liverpool camp is that Michael Owen is given a rest. Owen, who scored just once in his last 12 Premier League games, is replaced by the Czech international Milan Baros. There's one other change on the side that started against Arsenal on Wednesday. Vladimir Smicer comes in for Bruno Cheyrou. Both Cheyrou and Owen are on the bench, along with Dietmar Hamann, who's missed the last 12 games with an ankle injury. With Chris Kirkland out for the season, Jerzy Dudek has been restored between the posts. Well, Sami Hyypiä and Stefan Onsho have built up a renowned partnership in the heart of the defence, and Steven Gerrard and Danny Murphy have hit it off in the centre of midfield. Smicer is back on the left then after Cheyrou had a couple of games there. Diouf on the right. Emile Heskey will pose a considerable threat to Repka and Daly, and Baros will be itching to go after playing just a fleeting role lately. Matt Messias is the man in charge. Liverpool, their title challenge may have evaporated, but they could still trouble the leading pack. West Ham fighting for their lives, hoping to preserve their top flight status. Around about half an hour ago, the rain started tumbling down in London's East End, so it could well be a skinny surface as Liverpool get us underway for a match that promises much. West Ham managed to move out of the bottom two for the first time since mid-November in midweek, but they were soon dumped right back in it yesterday with those victories for Bolton and West Brom. They won't be able to move out of the drop zone today, but they could move within a point of Bolton, who are 4 places off the bottom. Paolo Di Canio returned to action on Wednesday, and we will be looking to provide inspiration again today. El Hadj Diouf to Emile Heskey. Milan Baros and Nigel Winterburn both go for it. Winterburn 39 now. And West Ham on transfer deadline day move to sign Fulham's left back Rufus Brevett. But Brevett only making the bench. Steven Gerrard's centre was a poor one. Milan Baros, the Czech youngster, who's only been used once as a sub in the last 9 games, so he'll be raring to go. Michael Owen arrested. Thomas Repka cleared that. Now Di Canio looking to find Trevor Sinclair, who was dropped against Blackburn in midweek and wouldn't have started today really, but for a suspension for Steve Lomas. Onsho to Hyypiä. Diouf. Gerrard. Jamie Carragher. Vladimir Smicer has been impeded by Lee Bowyer. And Liverpool have a free kick in a promising position after just a couple of minutes in the rain at Upton Park. John Anarisa waiting to deliver. Hupia has joined the throng. Risa lifts it in. Oof. Well, Barros and Heskey were both in the hunt, but it is a goal kick. An early scare for West Ham. They'll be happy to see that one drift behind. And it just skimmed off the head of Barros. Emile Heskey was the saviour for Liverpool in that enthralling match against Arsenal on Wednesday with an injury time equaliser to make it 2-2. Man of the match performance from Heskey. Di Canio. Christian Daly won the header, but here is Heskey. Michael Carrick has won it back. And then Danny Murphy took it off his toes. It's all a bit frantic. Winterburn. Joe Cole. Juve takes it up on behalf of Liverpool, but he ran into Winterburn. When these two teams met earlier in the season, Liverpool won 2-0 at Anfield. Michael Owen got both. No great surprise, because West Ham haven't actually won at Anfield since 1963. Goal for Bowyer. Now 20-year-old Glenn Johnson, who made his full debut midweek against Blackburn. He's an England under-20 international, a player of considerable promise. He was on loan at Millwall earlier in the season. This is Jamie Carragher. El Hadj Diouf, one of the Senegalese World Cup stars. And a touch for Jerzy Dudek. Back as #1 choice now, with Chris Kirkland out for the season. Heskey's flick. Risa. Hupia. Diouf. Carragher. Nudged by Michael Carrick on Diouf. Will bring Liverpool a free kick. The last two Upton Park encounters between these teams have ended all square. They've been tight. Liverpool have only managed one win on their last 8 visits here. That was back in 1996. Risa floats it in. West Ham's defence being tested, but it's away by Christian Daly, who wouldn't have figured today, but Ian Pearce struggling with a bit of a virus. Liverpool trying to make their presence felt in the opening stages. Risa's corner. Oh, and they have made their presence felt in the opening stages. Liverpool are in front through Milan Barros. And the worst defence in the Premier League is breached for the 49th time this season. It's a poor one for West Ham to give away. Barros allowed a free header, and it's a storming start for Liverpool. Delightful delivery from John Arne Risa, but once again questions will be asked in that Hammers defence. Well, they fell behind against Blackburn in midweek and came back to win. Glenn Roeder was a central defender of some note himself. Makes you wonder, really, about his defence that he's in charge of now, because they have been pretty poor in that area this season. And Glenn was unable to bring in reinforcements as far as a central defender is concerned during the transfer window, although it wasn't for the want of trying. Liverpool lead already. Well, Milan Barros was always going to be raring to go. A rare start for him of late, preferred to Michael Owen. Barros has done what Owen's been struggling to do lately, find the net in the Premier League. Barros was closing in again, it's come off Thomas Repka, it's going to be another corner. It's a nervous, shaky start for West Ham, this. Milan Barros with his 9th goal of the season will loiter again. Liverpool scored from their first corner, now they have a second. A feeling of deja vu. Orisa delivers, David James got a fist to it. It's drilled back in though! Oh, what a strike from Steven Gerrard! It's 2-0 to Liverpool already! And Glenn Roeder's Hammers are having another nightmare at Upton Park. It was punched away by David James, but clinically returned by Steven Gerrard. Bang! Into the bottom corner. West Ham United 0, Liverpool 2. Ferdinand knocked it on. Here's Diouf. David James has had a torrid time already against his former club. Ben Johnson unable to keep it in. John Orisa scored a stunner against Arsenal in midweek, although it was a rare goal for him of late. West Ham's fans arrived today full of hope, and suddenly with a bit of relief after eventually managing a home win. But the hope and the belief seems to have faded in almost no time. Liverpool 2 up with goals from Milan Barros and Steven Gerrard. Heskey beat Christian Daly to it. He's really looking the part at the moment, Emile Heskey. Carragher. Diouf. Oh, it's bounced through to Barros, and it so nearly could have been 3-0, and perhaps should have been 3-0. The Czech international doesn't get too many chances to start for Liverpool. He's doing his best to make the most of today's chance, though. That was close. Liverpool on the rampage in London's East End. Carrick. Bowyer. Di Canio. It's going to be a corner kick. It came off Stefan Onsho. And West Ham really could do with a quick response. Christian Daly hasn't scored for them yet, even though he does net a few for Scotland. Sami Hyypiä, though, was commanding from Bowyer's corner. Steven Gerrard doing defensive duty, having played a prominent part up the other end too, with that sizzling strike which doubled Liverpool's advantage. Glenn Johnson's long throw, Ferdinand putting himself about. Goal kick. And a sore head as well. Not the only sore head inside this ground at the moment, if you're of a claret and blue persuasion, though. West Ham stunned by 2 early Liverpool goals. Fulham and Birmingham are getting dragged into the relegation battle. Barros closing in on goal again. Daly did enough to block his run, and David James was able to pounce on the ball. offside. Di Canio and Ferdinand fuming with the linesman. Danny Murphy. John Arnorisa. It's carried to Barros. David James, not the best punch, but he thought it had gone far enough away. And, well, maybe that sums up life at the bottom. Steven Gerrard sent it back with a bit of interest. Fantastic strike, mind you. And it found a way through the throng. Juice centre. It's going to be picked up by Vladimir Smica. Danny Murphy. Blocked by Repka. Risa follows up. Well, West Ham's defence has been desperate for most of the campaign. Carrick. Ferdinand. Di Canio. Joe Cole tried an interesting pass. He's had to give the captain's armband back to Paolo Di Canio. Joe Cole. Winterburn for Di Canio. Hoopier's header. It comes to Repka. Now Johnson. Cole. Skips away from one challenge. And then Steven Gerrard moved in and found Murphy. Smica. Oh, he's given the free kick against Glenn Johnson, who you can see what he thought of that. "50-50, wasn't it?" Slight little nudge on Smica, but looked a little harsh on the youngster. Juice header will drop through to the similarly hairstyled David James. Johnson. Just over 10 minutes to go in the first half. And although West Ham have come into it and have had a lot of the ball, they haven't really tested Jerzy Dudek. Ferdinand for Joe Cole. And he's managed to find Di Canio, but guess what? Yep, you guess right. Not much doubt about that one, methinks. The 8th time that West Ham have been caught offside, as opposed to just the once for Liverpool. Risa. Danny Murphy. Heskey. Smica centre. Scooped away by Repka. The two Czech internationals, Smica and Repka, all together for their country. And of course Milan Baros is around too. Murphy, Risa, Smica. Repka's header. Veered out towards Glenn Johnson. Now Trevor Sinclair. Lee Bowyer. Juve. Gerard Houlier's been singing the praises of El Hadj Diouf lately. Senegalese World Cup star. Took a while to settle into the surroundings of English football. Risa being hounded by Sinclair. but it's a goal kick. Norway's Sports Personality of the Year, John Arnerisa. Gerard Houllier in his 5th season in sole charge of Liverpool. And even though the championship dream has turned into a bit of a nightmare, Liverpool are still in the hunt for silverware. They're on the trophy trail in the cup competitions. And they're on for the same treble that they managed a couple of seasons ago. Ferdinand slips it through for Paolo Di Canio. He was onside that time, but it carried to Dudek. Risa. Barros actually smuggled it away from Johnson, and Smica will get the throw off Repka. Vladimir Smica remains a favourite with Gerard Houllier. Some of the Liverpool fans not too sure about him, but Houllier picks him regularly. Gerard. Carragher. Barros. He's got Winterburn and Daly upon him, but he hung in there. Adieu. Liverpool forced back to Stefan Onsho. Heskey. Liverpool won their last away match in the Premier League at Southampton, but that was their first win on the road since mid-October. But then they had been having troubles home and away, going 11 games without a victory, their worst run for almost 50 years. Approaching the final 5 minutes of the first half, Joe Cole. The threat is snuffed out by Liverpool, and Smica looks to go on his merry way. And Glenn Johnson's challenge certainly felt that it came off Smica, but the officials were having none of it. Not much goes your way when you're down at the bottom. Although sometimes you have to make your own luck. Milan Barros felt that it should have been a Liverpool throw. Maybe that's evened it up. In the last 3 seasons, Liverpool had finished 4th, 3rd, and then 2nd. Doesn't look like that particular sequence is going to continue. Offside against Emil Heskey. Liverpool do look like they've got their act together now, though. They are bouncing back. Certainly got to grips with this game quickly, taking a 2-0 lead inside the first 10 minutes with goals from Milan Barros and Steven Gerrard. And even though Paolo Di Canio is back to inspire the Hammers, they have offered little in the way of an attacking threat, even though they've had the ball for long periods. We haven't seen too much of Jerzy Dudek, have we? Johnson. Repka. Sinclair. Johnson's going around the outside. And a decent delivery, and Bowyer went for the spectacular on the volley. It didn't come off, but West Ham will try again with Nigel Winterburn. Michael Carrick. And Sinclair Well, he had time to bring that down, really. It's a comfy catch for Dudek. Heskey. Barros. Smica making moves ahead of him. Emil Heskey using his power too. And Winterburn, wary of El Juif's presence, he has to concede a throw. Barros managed to deliver. Repka won it. Johnson for Sinclair. Cole. Nobody had gone for the return. It's come off to Canio. It'll be a Liverpool throw. Ben Johnson is one of West Ham's rising young stars. Interesting, actually, if he is allowed to go and play for England's under-20s this week, because they're due to meet Germany on Thursday evening at Reading. He was in the last match that they played, but because he's now in the West Ham first team, you suspect they might pull him out. Winterburn. Challenge again with Juif. Joe Cole. Bowyer. Carrick. Ferdinand. It's belted away by Risa. And Smica caught Carrick, so West Ham have a free kick in the last minute of the first half. There's going to be 1 minute added on as well. This will be a good time for Christian Daly to open his West Ham account. It was Emil Heskey who was always looking the likeliest to win that, though. Carrick. Repka. Bowyer. Di Canio. Sinclair. Cole. Cleared by Smica, who then hooked it away from Johnson, and Gerrard trying to give Barros something to chase, but it'll carry through to David James. Now Nigel Winterburn, who was going to be released last summer, but they decided to give him another year. Bowyer. That was ambitious from way out from Lee Bowyer, who hasn't scored for West Ham yet and would love to score against the team he nearly joined last summer. Glenn Roeder in his third managerial job. Didn't really enjoy too much success with Gillingham and Watford. He did take West Ham to 7th last season. He does have a few to call on from the bench today. Rufus Brevitt signed from Fulham on Friday. Freddie Canute, Jermaine Defoe, and in the quest for a goal, I'm sure we will certainly see Defoe. At some point. It is half-time at Upton Park, though, and boos ring around this ground again, because Paolo Di Canio and West Ham were taken apart in the opening stages by Liverpool. 2 quick goals for Milan Barros and for Steven Gerrard, and for a West Ham legend like Trevor Brooking, and for all the fans here, this predicament that West Ham find themselves in really, really hurts. Half-time in the Barclaycard English Premier League at Upton Park. It is West Ham United 0, it is Liverpool 2. Will be an international fixture, England against Australia on Wednesday the 12th of February. Talking of Australia, I'm sure there's a few watching this game there today. Ben Johnson launching one, but a familiar sight for Paolo Di Canio, the offside flag. in again. The officials have swapped sides, so it is Gabriel on the near side as we watch. Heskey flicked it on. Comes to Lee Bowyer. And ball cry from Danny Murphy then. Winterburn. Up towards Ferdinand. And it goes to ground. Stefan Onsho's challenge. Onsho was watching the ball all the way. There's Ferdinand, 36 now, but he was Tottenham's top scorer last season. Danny Murphy, free kick. Murphy will stand over this. Time for West Ham's defence to stand up and be counted. Heskey flicked it on. Free kick is given as Milan Baros went in. It was he who opened the scoring at Upton Park. Gerard Houllier and Phil Thompson still have lots to play for this season, even though they have fallen off the pace considerably in the race for the title. The offside flag frustrates Paolo Di Canio again for the second time in the second half already, even though it's only a couple of minutes old. The number of offsides have gone into double figures for West Ham, and he clearly was. Daly. Charged down by Baros. Nigel Winterburn got used to winning trophies at Arsenal. Not too used to relegation battles in his career. Ferdinand challenging with Hupia, but he's merely given it to Diouf, who's been tripped by Joe Cole. Diouf cost £10 million from Lens, who finished runners-up to Lyon in the French league last season, although only just. They were pipped on the final day. Sami Hupia moves forward to pose a threat, to add a presence. Risa delivers. It's come off Thomas Repka, and David James will take that against his former club. Winterburn, Di Canio, Cole. Winterburn having to go back. West Ham so desperately need to go forward. Heskey, Diouf, Baros. Still going, and he's got a corner out of it. Much to the delight of the Liverpool fans who are at that end. And they are lining up for a third corner, Liverpool, and of course their two goals came from the other two corners. So time for West Ham to be nervous. It's Risa who floats it in again, and Hupia, and El Hadj Diouf might have made contact as it dropped, but Liverpool did so nearly make it 3 goals from 3 corners. And look at Hupia, no one near him. Once again, West Ham's defence letting themselves down, but they got away with that one, although only just because it needed merely a poke from Diouf to divert it towards goal. Di Canio let it go. Cole. Well, he's kept trying throughout, Joe Cole, throughout West Ham's miserable campaign. Don't think Glenn Roeder will give it too long in this second half, with the likes of Canute and Defoe waiting on the bench. Di Canio. Cole. Has Juve really seems to be settling into that role out on the right. Came to prominence during the World Cup, of course, him and a few other Senegalese stars. Di Canio is going to get a free kick amid ironic cheers from the West Ham fans. Cheers have been in short supply at Upton Park this season. Jeers haven't, though. West Ham with just one home win, and that only came on Wednesday against Blackburn. Di Canio's free kick is going to go straight into the grateful gloves of Jerzy Dudek. Bowyer. Joe Cole, and it's forced away by Gerrard, but Nigel Winterburn has it. Di Canio. Bowyer. Daly. And David James's clearance has gone straight out. Played 277 games for Liverpool, signed by Graham Souness in 1992. He left for Aston Villa in 1999 and then swapped claret and blue of Villa for West Ham. Victories yesterday for Bolton, 4-2 against Birmingham, and for West Brom, 2-1 at Manchester City. Has dragged Fulham and Birmingham into it at the bottom. Yeah, looks bleak for Sunderland, who are just playing dreadful at the moment, and for West Ham. West Ham go to West Brom later this month. What a game that will be. Basement battle to beat them all. John Amarisa. Heskey and Daly went for it. Now Carrick. Bowyer. Aimless. The natives are restless at Upton Park. Oh gee, they've had good practice at being restless this season. No surprise really that West Ham aren't going to make a change to try and liven things up. Freddie Canute waiting. Interesting to see who they take off though, whether it is Les Ferdinand. I would suspect it might be. Canute has been troubled by a groin injury for the last few months. He's only made a couple of appearances in 4 months, in fact. But he is coming on here for Les Ferdinand. Canute, who has quite often been linked with Liverpool in his time at West Ham. Is he the answer to West Ham's problems, which are mounting? Gerrard. Carragher. It was some run, and Christian Daly just cut across his path. Nosebleed territory really for Jamie Carragher. Wonder if he might have had a shot had he advanced further. Hasn't actually scored a goal for over 4 years. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Hoopier's header, now Juve. And he shook off Winterburn. Speeding away. Juve delivers. And it just went over the head of Heskey. Much to West Ham's relief, Glenn Johnson was able to clear. It's only his second full game for West Ham, Glenn Johnson, but he did get a bit of experience at Millwall in the First Division a couple of months back. He's actually looked pretty calm, composed, which is more than you can say for some of West Ham's defenders this season. Rufus Brevitt is waiting to join us. A surprise signing on deadline day on Friday from Fulham. He'll be on for Winterburn, no doubt. Cole. Sinclair. Lee Bowyer. It was blocked by Onset, but West Ham still have a chance. Canute sets it up for Carrick. Hit his own man, Canute, I think. Now he gets a chance, though. Wild swing at it, Freddie Canute. Well, he was brought on to stir it up for West Ham. And he has started to stir. But still Liverpool lead 2-0. Bowyer hurt himself as he set that up. Eski's flick on. Glenn Johnson rolls it back to David James. Michael Carrick. Di Canio for Joe Cole. Cleared by Carragher. Foul by Winterburn on Juve. Michael Owen warming up for Liverpool. Played a lot of football lately. They decided to give him a rest today, no other reason. Nothing wrong with him. Must be dispiriting for West Ham to see someone like Owen warming up when they're already 2-0 down against Liverpool. Even though he hasn't been amongst the goals particularly lately, Gerard Houllier has been singing the praises of Owen for his all-round game, which he reckons has improved considerably. And the goals will come. Joe Cole, West Ham hoping the goals will come for them. Cole for Sinclair, Canute! Well, he's made a positive impact since arriving as a sub. 2 shots on target, or at the target anyway, for Freddie Canute. Both of them have risen over. But West Ham looking slightly more capable now in front of goal, now that Freddie Canute has come on. Another change being made. Nigel Winterburn comes off, and his place will be taken by Rufus Brevitt, who is now playing for his 3rd London club. Started at QPR, then went to Fulham, and now with West Ham. Rufus Brevitt giving a big cheer. He's a player that, oh dear, Nigel Winterburn fuming as he is taken off. Rufus Brevitt, a player who will capture the hearts of the fans. He gives it his all, 100%er. Cole, and Canute tumbled. There didn't appear to be too much in it as Canute looked wantonly. Now, Messias decided there was nothing doing, and might have been a correct call that. Here's Smitsa. Humble cry against Barros, doesn't matter anyway because Repka gives it to Rufus Brevitt, who gets his first touch as a West Ham United player. Juve. Risa. Barros, Murphy. Juve. Oh, this is promising. El has Juve, and it's going to go for a corner. It's no wonder really that he took a bit of time to settle as we look again at Canute's brush with Risa. Not a lot in it really. West Ham will take anything they can get right now, though. But they won't get anything then from Matt Messias. Cometh the hour. It's West Ham 0, Liverpool 2 in the Barclaycard English Premier League. Murphy's corner. And he'll get the chance to do it again. Then Johnson knocking it behind. Canute guarding Hupia. Murphy delivers, David James takes it. Huge sigh of relief from the West Ham fans because they sure have had trouble from corners today. Both Liverpool goals coming from corner kicks. Although the second one came after David James had punched it away into the path of Steven Gerrard. Milan Baros, though, allowed a free header for the first. And Sami Hupia might have scored also from a corner. West Ham have huffed and puffed, but again, Dudek hasn't been severely tested as much as West Ham would like. He might be, though, if Jermaine Defoe comes on. I'm sure he will be the last of the subs to be used by West Ham, and his arrival could be imminent. Danny Murphy. Repka sent it back to James. West Ham giving it away too easily, though. Murphy had a man on. Sinclair had two men on, actually. Sinclair and Cole. Here is the latter. Now Milan Baros. It opens up for Liverpool again. Baros seeking a second and seeking a third for Liverpool. He is an exciting player, Milan Baros, 21 years of age. 8 goals in 14 matches for the Czech Republic, which says so much. Freddie Canute has been West Ham's top scorer in the Premier League for the last couple of seasons, although last season Jermaine Defoe got more overall, more competitions. Di Canio, Rufus Brevet, sailing over the head of everyone, away for a Liverpool throw. West Ham yet to manage an attempt on target. They've had a lot of the ball, but there's been very little end product. Carrick. I'm sure Glenn Roeder won't let this game go on for too much longer without bringing Jermaine Defoe into the action. He came on and got a winner against Blackburn in midweek. He has scored 9 times this season, 14 last season. Sinclair has got a corner off Sami Hupia. Encouraging for West Ham. Now what can West Ham do with the corner? Liverpool have proved quite effective. And they've had theirs. Bowyer delivers. Christian Daly knocked it back. Di Canio. And Steven Gerrard shielding his defence. Thomas Repka. Brevet. Di Canio. Canute. Canute again. Steven Gerrard moved in. Baros. Murphy. "25 minutes to go at Upton Park." Brevet. Carrick. And the flag is up against Milan Baros. Ooh, that was a close one. Vladimir Smica. Back to Risa. I suppose that might be a free kick by any chance. Thomas Repko with a clumsy challenge on Barros. Pretty needless challenge, really. Definitely not allowed to do that. Czech international teammates grappling with each other. Maybe it was just Repko doing the grappling, come to think of it. Gerrard. Juve. It's come off Rufus Brevin, it'll be a corner, and West Ham are going to bring on Jermaine Defoe soon, by the look of it. There he is. If anyone can bring West Ham back into contention, he can. Liverpool in no particular hurry to take this corner. Canute is tracking Houpier's every path. Risa sends it in. Houpier knocked it back, and Emile Heskey has bungled it in. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective, and it may well have wrapped it up for Liverpool. Well, did Sami Hyypiä steer that back just in time before it crossed the line? It was a close one. A swirling corner. In or out? Looks like it was probably in, and Heskey beat James to it. And Emile Heskey is back amongst the goals. And they have scored their 3 goals from corners. Again, it's a messy goal for West Ham to concede. David James didn't get a firm grip. And Emile Heskey scores for the 6th time only this season, but the 3rd time recently. Jermaine Defoe has come on in the meantime for Trevor Sinclair. But had West Ham been 2-0 down at the time, then maybe there was hope. 3-0 will surely be asking too much of a team who are so low on confidence. Di Canio. Credit to Liverpool, though. They've been in where it counts in this game. 3 corners leading to 3 goals. They've only had 6 corners in the entire match. And Emile Heskey scores against West Ham for the first time in a Liverpool shirt, although he did get a few against him in his Leicester days. And frustration starting to creep in now to Joe Cole's game. Matt Messias just having a word by the look of it. Hasn't had to produce a yellow card yet. Final warning, you suspect, for Cole. And the Liverpool fans have renewed their chant of going down, going down, going down. On the evidence of this, the West Ham fans might not argue the point. Risa floats it in. Oh, it nearly curled straight in. Sami Hyypiä was trying to make contact, and he wasn't alone. Juve and Cole tangling then. It just spun away. So we look again at the goal now. That was a close call as to whether it had crossed the line before Sami Hyypiä headed it back. And Liverpool are on the rampage again with Danny Murphy. West Ham's defence under scrutiny once more, and I'm sure they'll be delighted to notice that Michael Owen is about to come on as well. It never rains, it pours. Gerrard delivers. Inside the last 20 minutes in the Barclaycard English Premier League, West Ham United 0, Liverpool 3. Brevin. Murphy. West Ham really needed to bolster the centre of their defence during the winter transfer window. They were unable to do so. They might pay the ultimate price for that. Christian Daly and Thomas Repka have hardly covered themselves in glory in their West Ham careers. They are not popular here. It's difficult to find a West Ham defender who is, mind you. Ian Pearce missing out today with a virus. It's going to drift away from Ben Johnson, much as this game is drifting away from West Ham, and as if it's not bad enough already for the West Ham defence. Look who's coming on. Michael Owen in place of Milan Baros. Owen has a formidable scoring record against West Ham. 5 goals in his last 3 encounters with them, 7 in his last 8. He scored twice when the teams met at Anfield earlier in the season. Michael Owen has West Ham United in his sights again, and that is ominous for those in claret and blue. Christian Daly having to concede a corner. Michael Owen involved straight away, scored here last season in a 1-1 draw. It's a corner kick. No wonder West Ham and their supporters will be feeling a little bit nervous. All 3 Liverpool goals have come from corners. Risa sends it in again. Surely not another one. Vladimir Smica. Trying to be a bit too fancy, perhaps. West Ham struggling to dig this one out. Jermaine Defoe. Joe Cole. Freddie Canute. Oh, and it's come through to Di Canio. He'll take his time about it. And Jerzy Dudek, who hasn't been called upon too often, was alert and ready as West Ham came up with their first shot on target in the 74th minute of the match. He set himself up nicely, Di Canio, but couldn't find a way to goal past the pole. Di Canio delivers. It's flicked on by Canute. It's an easy take that time for Dudek. Bowyer. Foul by Gerrard. And Joe Cole plugging away, even though it's pretty much a lost cause for West Ham. Johnson's centre, Michael Carrick's header. That would have been something, because Michael Carrick hasn't scored in his last 50 matches since netting against Chelsea here in October 2001. It is something that he needs to add to his game, but there's a few West Ham players that need to add goals to their game at the moment. Glenn Roeder will be feeling the heat again. Another desperate day for West Ham in what has been a sorry season. Liverpool hoping to keep a clean sheet, as they did in their last away game at Southampton, and they were 1-0 winners. Victory that stopped the rot in the Premier League. I can't imagine come the 90-minute mark there are going to be too many West Ham fans left in this stadium, except those who want to boo and jeer. Well, there might be a few of them, come to think of it. Repke being hounded by Owen. Gerrard's header, but he took out his man. Liverpool, the most successful club in English football, 39 major honours, 9 more than Manchester United. 13 long years have passed since they last won the title. Unlucky for some. Gerrard. Perfect pass for El Hadji. Up against Rufus Brevett. Juve! Ooh, side netting. Very nearly back netting. Hasn't scored away from Anfield yet, El Hadji. Inside the last 5 minutes in the Barclaycard English Premier League. West Ham 0, Liverpool 3. Almost a full house at Upton Park, 35,003. Well, that's how many were here at the start. Not quite so many left now. Canute. And Bowyer had moved into the box, but still it won't happen for West Ham. West Ham hammered 6-0 at Manchester United last week in the FA Cup, and they were lucky to get away with 6. A week later they find themselves 3 down. Sami Hyypiä was really being caught there by Canute. Ouch. Canute only had a challenge to the ball on his mind, but it's a nasty cut, that. Sami Hyypiä need a bit of Vaseline on that, you suspect. Fine performance from Gerard Houlier's team, mind you. I'd say they've been at their best, but it's a comfortable 3 points for them. Houllier has spent £100 million rebuilding Liverpool. He got 47 million back. Hyypiä probably one of his best signings, at a mere 2.6 million from the Dutch club Willem II. Three minutes to go. Hyypiä off the field for the time being. Liverpool have used all 3 subs, so they can't bring anyone on. For their captain. Although I'm pretty confident they could see this game out with 10 men somehow. The Liverpool fans are making themselves heard. They've had a right old knees up in the East End of London today. A lot of West Ham's matches against the other teams who are down there with them at the bottom of the table. A lot of the basement battles they have coming up are actually away from home for West Ham, but I don't think they'll mind that somehow, as they tend to perform a little better on their travels. They couldn't have been much worse at Upton Park this season. One home win in 14 games is a record that is atrocious. Thomas Repka. Carrick. Midweek win over Blackburn relieves some of the pressure on Glenn Roeder, but only a little. And there'll be heaps on him again after this result. Heaps of pressure. It's becoming intense. Emile Heskey, who scored Liverpool's third. Bruno Cheroux. West Ham merely waiting to be put out of their misery. Sonny Hupia has returned, by the way. Nobody exactly missed him, have they? Gerrard's going to run out of room. Big day for him tomorrow when he finds out the outcome of that FA inquiry into his challenge on Gary Naismith against Everton. Glenn Roeder, well, he has loads of other things on his mind. A lot of empty seats now around Upton Park. If you leave on the full-time whistle at Upton Park these days, you avoid the rush. There'll be 2 minutes of added-on time, and we're in it now. West Ham have got a corner, but it's all too little, too late. Interested to see the reaction from the fans here at the end, because West Ham, Joe Cole now looking to enter the land of consolation, but it has been another poor performance really from them. Jerzy Dudek has had a fairly comfortable afternoon. West Ham are lacking the confidence that is required to dig themselves out of trouble. They are lacking the inspiration. They have a look of Sunderland about them, although I don't think they're in quite such a predicament as Sunderland. They do look like a team who have got little left in them. There's an air of resignation at the Stadium of Light these days. Mind you, probably the same at Upton Park as well. Michael Owen trying to get in on the act. Only scored once in his last 12 Premier League games. But when you look at his overall Liverpool record, 127 goals in 241 games, you can't argue too much. Hupia's header eluded Jermaine Defoe. Everything has eluded West Ham today. The Liverpool fans are about to celebrate, but the West Ham fans that are left inside Upton Park boo again. It's been another dismal showing from West Ham United, but Liverpool, well, they appear to have got their act together now. As for the Hammers and their supporters, the message seems to be clear. Just as they thought they might have turned the corner with a midweek victory over Blackburn, along came Liverpool. West Ham legends like Trevor Brooking look on. But this really is a sorry season for a famous club, West Ham United. All credit to Liverpool though. David James, unable to stop his former club. They soon force West Ham into a corner. 3 goals from 3 corners. And the Hammers offered very little in response. But a positive performance for Liverpool this. And although they are seemingly out of the title race, they could still make this a season to remember. It finishes then in the Barclaycard English Premier League at Upton Park. West Ham United 0, Liverpool 3.